Imagine just a month ago, I was in this deep work, monk mode protocol, dopamine detox and all that stuff. I would wake up at 3 a.m, I would do the hard work for like 3-4 hours, work on my YouTube, then go and learn all day long, go to the gym, doing good habits. It's awesome, but then one day it just drops. There is no motivation, I don't want to do anything whatsoever. And if the rational man was in my life, and he would see what I did, and he would say, yeah, you need to replay this, you need to learn more about like self-improvement and topics you're interested in, you're, I don't know, or obsessive or something. It didn't matter, because my purpose, you see, not my purpose, my meaning, a reason of why I do this was yet again lost. And fair enough, it happened to me like 10, 100 times maybe, I don't know, like a lot of times, but I would just lose motivation because like, why am I actually doing this? And I'd be like, I don't know, for fun, well, for fun I can just go and overstimulate myself, right? And so maybe for money. I'm a teenager and I need money, you know? Like, what are the reasons? I'm not a materialistic person. I don't really crave for some fame or anything. I just want to improve, and I started because I wanted to improve. But why? What's the reason? And you know, after just a few hours of coping with that, it was just too hard for me to bear. And I would just go overstimulate myself, like saying, yeah, I got no reason to be so serious right now. I have no like goal or something. It's cope. It's absolutely fucking cope. So if you can't relate in any kind to the situation that you work you hard, you are very motivated, and then just boop, you don't want to do anything at all, like nothing. And fair enough, it seems like dopamine issue, right? And mostly it is a dopamine issue. Like going on dopamine detox always returns me on the right track. But I think this problem going a bit deeper than just dopamine detox and just overstimulation, because overstimulation is just a cause. If you get rid of the cause, you will still have a problem. So how do we solve this problem of actually having no meaning in life? Like, why do I live here? And basically what I found to be the most valuable thing is to truly not overstimulate yourself and go on some freaking hike, as I love to do. I absolutely love hiking when the time is tough, you know. I'm far away, like an hour on a public transport, like some bus or whatever. And I just can't like cope and quit, say like, oh no, I don't feel like doing that, I wanna like watch that video. I can't return because it's like an hour of investment, you know. And my family, like, the opportunity cost, the cost of actually leaving the thinking process of why do I live and ask an important question becomes much harder. So what I would truly recommend, just quick TLDR, is that you don't overstimulate yourself. You get rid of a phone or something, but of course, if you're an addict, like most of us, like me and Nika, that for some reason barks, it won't be like, it's like to say for alcoholic to not drink. He will still drink, well. You see, just give yourself this 1 hour, maybe half an hour if 1 hour is too hard for you, and just, I don't know, lock yourself in some room, in a dark room, in a toilet, in, I don't know, go outside in park and go some cancel noise, like, I don't know, some blackout, I don't know, sleep mask, you know, and just think, truly, why did you start all of this? What's the reason? And soon enough, fair enough, you will find your what's so-called purpose. But the thing is that purpose, it was kind of obvious, at least for me. Like, I discovered it alright like a year ago, right? When I was sitting in my chair watching self-improvement videos, and I thought like, oh yeah, I need something greater. I don't really want to live up my life just to, I don't know, meditate, cold showers. Doesn't actually do anything. So I started my business, and fair enough, I figured out that YouTube will include actual learning, speaking, which I teaching, which I truly love, and also it makes a fuck ton of money if you didn't know. Yeah, so it was my purpose, and basically to find it, you just lock yourself in a room alone and you think for an hour, for 10 hours. It took me like, I don't know, half a year probably to figure this out, that YouTube was actually a thing and business and, you know, all this stuff. But why? I still knew. I knew like alright, maybe for half a year for certain that YouTube and self-improvement is a way to live for me. It's my go-to. But why did I still lack motivation? And literally, what I didn't want to tell you, that I literally lie down in my bed and watching some fucking Minecraft videos, you know, like 100 players Minecraft simulation or something. Like, man, it's so bad, it's so bad. But yet, I was coping like, there is no reason to, you know what, it's all good, it's all great. Let's jump to the conclusion. I don't have a meaning to live. I don't have a reason. Like, why do I live? Just because, you know, it's not like I could have a particular answer. I thought, yeah, I have an answer on my wall, like, I want to live up to my potential, right? I want to live this life happily and fun and all this stuff, but it doesn't actually bring motivation. And when you are in this situation that as a teenager you are just comfortable enough to not really change yourself too much and go ultra extreme, like 12 hours work sessions, I don't know, having no life at all. I still have no life, but you got the point. It's just not reasonable. It's not our way to go. And I'm not saying we should go balanced way and play some video game. Bro, shut the fuck up. We still need to go extreme. We still need to work hard. But it's just that we don't really get the benefit of this, like, oh yeah, I'm from a poor background and like my mother will die in like 6 months if I don't get to 10k a month. We don't have that reason. So what I would say is that just not kind of to give up on meaning and reason why you live, why you do everything, but just realize that it's not actually that important. Yeah, it's a great part of the equation, like the discipline equation from Stephen Bartlett, Diary of a CEO, when he says like discipline equals the meaning, how meaningful the goal is, like from 0 to 10 you can evaluate this to realize whether the behavior will occur or not. So how meaningful the goal, the reason why you do this, plus how much you enjoy the process, and minus how much you don't enjoy the process, how it's hard, how it's unpleasant, unenjoyable, whatever. And basically, without truly having a meaning, well, we do have a meaning, but not in a sense that I already told you, like, I don't know. We're not in a totally shit position to go like crazy like Hamza or whatever. We will probably miss some part of this discipline equation. But what I found with like battling for half a year or finding my purpose, my mission, I would just waste my time for a lot of different like reasons and different copings. I would literally, it's terrible, man. I would literally for a month, for like 3 months I guess, it was my biggest kind of rut, when I would think to me like, oh, what's the reason I live, what's my purpose, and I would fucking stimulate myself with some, I don't know, Minecraft MCC PvP or some fucking bullshit like anime series, absolutely addicted, porn of course, I don't know, didn't struggle with junk food, but you got the point. It's a waste of time, because when you know your purpose, you already get the energy from it. You're like, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, and the probability of you actually having an opportunity to do what's your purpose is already insane. As a teenager, you don't really need to pay like some bills or anything, and you can truly enjoy life in a sense that of challenging yourself, of developing some skills. It's so much fun to develop as a YouTuber. You need to learn so much things like scripting, filming, discipline yourself, I don't know, strategic thinking, business thinking. So much can be learned from just one purpose, from just one branch that you focus on. And you might have some limiting beliefs like, oh well, without a meaning, I'm not gonna do anything, like, I'm not motivated. Meaning does not equal motivation. Because literally motivation is kind of a scammy thing that I realized just maybe this and previous month because of the dopamine detox. You see, motivation is just what we want to do. What we want to do, our brain always wants to do what's fun, what gives us energy, more energy than actually takes energy. But the thing is, fun is absolutely relative. If you are like a dog that just lies like for, 10 hours a day, and maybe 3 hours, yeah, some activity, maybe less than 3 hours, like asking to eat something or like walking. If you give this dog anything stimulating, like, I don't know, just chasing her, just playing, you see how the dogs on the street just play and they get so much joy and pleasure from life. Because compared to just lying down, sitting, eating, pissing, it's not fun. Everything else becomes fun. And of course, we are not dogs. We have much more stimulation, responsibilities, all that human stuff. But sometimes I wish I could be a dog. Just being so unstimulated that literally, if I give myself just a little thought of like, I might want to go and like record a YouTube video or something, or I might go and like watch some self-improvement videos, or I might go and do like my homework because I'm fucking bored. And the amount of dopamine that just skyrockets because it's going to be so much stimulating, so much more stimulating than just lying. But of course, if you've got bad habits, if you masturbate, if you, I don't know, play some video games for 10 hours, if you scroll, if you consume any social media, it would be more stimulating than doing the thing that actually matters, that actually is important for you. So the way to go, literally the whole formula of how you progress in life dramatically and get over this life, no motivation, kind of no reason to live crisis, is two key components. First is a purpose, direction which you push towards, because your natural masculine energy is all about making some progress. It's about achieving some goals. It's about working hard, It's what men are for. So that's a direction, that's your core, that you will always probably return to this stuff. If you're right about this purpose, if you find it, you will always come back. Like, I had dozens, more than dozens, hundreds of times where I would rethink about, like, is YouTube really my thing? Like, however much I would cope and say that I didn't enjoy making YouTube videos and stuff, I'm still here and I'm not going to leave because I know it's what I need, it's what I love, it's what my heart and soul is. And the second component, key component, on a purpose one, actionable step, how to find your purpose. Lock yourself without stimulation for an hour in a dark room, like literally without any distractions, just organize this. You're not a stupid human being. And literally think of what I would do if I could have all the money in the world, if I would peel out all that bullshit that society, parents, friends told me, like about prestige, about fame, money, literally what I would do for free for decades, I don't know, for years, just because I'm truly interested in that. And fair enough, your brain will actually say you quite quickly, what's this thing about? And the second key factor is to actually make now your purpose the most fun thing available. You know, this advice, it's kind of, I don't know, I don't want to say shitty advice because it's good advice, but actually nobody tells much more than, yeah, you should align 100% of your day to your purpose. How do you do that? When you actually can go play video games for like 1% of your day, right? It will be like, I don't know, 20 minutes of video games or some quick video, and then 99% of your time that you could have allocated to your purpose is just spent there because it's more stimulating, it's more fun. Playing video games is more fun than, I don't know, like learning some fucking scripting tricks so you could script better videos. And man, to align 100% of your day to your purpose, you gotta bring those AFK modes, those dopamine levels of yours. Basically, AFK modes determine a lot in your life. It's basically when you have a free time, when you have some, I don't know, 15 minutes, an hour, maybe 2, 3, I don't know. Like, I now have a schedule of like doing the bare essential tasks, and then like I have still have like 4 or 5 hours of free time, and I'm changing my AFK mode from watching some stupid like not self-improvement and stupid self-improvement videos, but more it's about like, I don't know, playing some Brawl Stars or or watching some stupid Minecraft videos or shorts or whatever, to actually replacing it with reading. So my most stimulating options on this dopamine detox, and I wanted it for life, my base attack, in video games you got this base attack, is reading and listening to like, I don't know, Joe Rogan or some other podcasts like Diary of a CEO and stuff. And I will actually bring those activities down. I will actually like not do them in some time soon, for the reasons being that they actually interrupt my purpose. And I'm not like, if I read something on self-improvement which isn't really related to YouTube, yeah, I might become a better person and stuff, but it won't guarantee, it won't just let me take a sip, it's hard. But reading some self-improvement book won't guarantee you that you will become a better YouTuber, right? And make better success. So it's also not really a part of my purpose now. And the point is, if your procrastination, if your rut looks like you are reading some fucking 10 hours in a row of books about self-improvement, about how to make your life better, instead of, I don't know, playing some games which is absolutely useless, you will make a fuck ton of progress. Just imagine, bro. Just imagine that you lose all motivation, right? And instead of overindulging on bad habits, in fapping and like playing video games and watching some bullshit on YouTube, you go and read, because it's like, yep, whatever the hell I'm gonna do, like I have no motivation to, I don't know, take action or to learn something specific, I'll just read. It's so insane, and people just 100 years ago had that, because they didn't have these little bricks, this little phony stuff. The most stimulating thing, make your most stimulating thing to be something real useful. That's the second point. And I might go on a rant about how you actually like get rid of some addictions and you stop fapping and stop playing video games, and I don't know. It's just that it takes a lot of time. I'm not gonna go like in specific details, but what you need to know in order to be able to successfully like implement this detox protocol, the second part, is basically give yourself some time. It's not like, yeah, like, fapping is bad for you, so I won't fap forever now. Boom, you don't fap at all. No, it's like now you one day in NoFap, like you don't fap one day. NoFap is such a weird term, you know. It's had a very bad reputation. But basically, you don't fap for a day, and then you fap for 6 days, right? But compared to you a year ago, you were like fapping 7 times every single day, or like multiple times a day. You know, you slowly bring those parameters down, and basically, it's kind of the way to go. And once you are ready, once you are like a few months, maybe half a year into reducing the amount of bullshit you do, once the dominating part of your day is actually improvement and you already took control, you just push out, you just say, up, and now I don't do any of those. And when your mental health is great, when you follow your purpose, when you made some progress, some significant progress, you just easily stop. It's not that hard. Two key components: purpose and dopamine detox. That's all you need. Coping, that you need to find a meaning, a reason to live. In order to take action, you need a strong motivation. You don't need it, bro. It's a cope. It's a cope for the most part. I'm still searching, so check for updates and improve.